Hi, everyone, and welcome to Big Ideas Growing Minds. We're so happy you're here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Today's big idea comes from Glennon Doyle and her honest and no-nonsense book, Untamed. In a nutshell, Untamed illuminates and challenges the way society articulates, repeats, and reinforces gender roles. Through honest anecdotes and insightful observations, Glennon Doyle shows us a different way. A way that leads to genuine happiness and the truest, most beautiful life. A life you can live on your own terms and conditions, rather than living solely to please others. Untamed is the story of how each of us can begin to trust ourselves enough to set boundaries, make peace with our bodies, honor our anger, and accept that heartbreak is an inevitable part of life. Here are 3 essential pieces of wisdom conveyed in the book. Number 1. Quit pleasing and start living. One of the key purposes of Untamed is to inspire women to be free, feel empowered, and live unedited and unfiltered lives, just like an untamed cheetah living in the wild. See, according to Glennon Doyle, women are, from birth, tamed by patriarchy. This happens through sexism, religious doctrine, and gender stereotyping, and causes women to live lives full of worry and self-doubt. They strive so mightily to be good partners, daughters, mothers, employees, and friends. They do this because they hope it will make them feel alive. Instead, it leaves them feeling weary, stuck, overwhelmed, and underwhelmed all at the same time. They look at their lives and wonder, wasn't it all supposed to be more beautiful than this? But quickly silence that question, telling themselves to be grateful, hiding their discontent, even from themselves. Untamed encourages us to break free of this pattern and shows us how to do it. In a nutshell, quit pleasing and start living. Number 2, we can do hard things. We can do hard things is one of Doyle's life mantras. It's an affirmation that reminds her and us that living life on life's own absurd terms is hard. It isn't hard because we're weak or flawed or because we've made a wrong turn somewhere. It's hard simply because sometimes it's hard to be human. In a nutshell, realize that being human is not hard because you're doing it wrong. It's hard because you're doing it right. Number 3, be still and know. Doyle suggests that we all allow ourselves to feel both the good and the bad. She emphasizes that life as a human being is not about being happy all the time. Instead, it's about feeling everything and accepting things for what they are. A while back, Doyle received a card from a friend that said, "Be still and know." This inspired her to learn how to calm herself down when she faced tricky situations or challenging questions, and search within herself to find the best answer and most beautiful response. This calmness furthermore allowed her to develop a deeper level of personal understanding. She learned to trust herself rather than follow what society deems to be right. In the same spirit, Doyle introduces us to the word Selah, which is found in the Hebrew Bible. Whenever spoken, it's an indication to pause for a while and have a moment of quiet contemplation before proceeding. This will help us to let go of any lies surrounding our lives, especially if they're telling us what things should be like. On top of this, she suggests that we eliminate words like should and ought to entirely from our vocabularies. Finally, Doyle reminds us that we need to start trusting our inner voices and dare to imagine the most beautiful and truest life for ourselves and our families. Then, and only then, will we be truly untamed. And there you have it, Untamed by Glennon Doyle in a nutshell. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to give it a like. Take care and see you soon.